Justice League: Crisis on Infinite Earths. This movie starts out with the Flash time jumping across, as the title says, infinite Earths. There's one where he meets Iris for the first time, another where he first forms the Justice League with Superman, Batman, Green Arrow, and Vixen, which is an interesting ensemble of superheroes. Then there's another where he battles the Crime Syndicate, the polar opposite of the Justice League, a team I was first introduced to in Crisis on Two Earths. Shout out my boy James Woods as Owlman, which he didn't get to play Owlman in this movie, but James Woods, he killed it in Crisis on Two Earths.
Don't get in my way.
To the contrary. I'm in.
My boy Flash is always confused and time jumping a la Bruce Willis in 12 Monkeys. My boy suffers from timenesia. Zachary Quinto plays Lex Luthor, which I thought was an interesting casting choice. He's already played a smart-ass character with Spock, add a touch of evil and an air of superiority, and you've got Lex Luthor. Also, Anakin Skywalker, Matt Lanter plays Ultraman. He was good. I enjoyed his douchebaggery interpretation. And Jensen Ackles as Batman, my boy. Chef's kiss. One thing I didn't like was the whole Amazo subplot. I don't know if that's in the comics, but I felt the joining of the Justice League in Earth 2, I think, along with that Amazo subplot, was time taken away from the real action. I guess it was important to explain the Flash using Amazo to build the machine that stops the wave and to create, some kind of emotional connection with Amazo so that when he dies, the audience kind of feels something. But again, it took away from the real reason why we watched this movie, to see infinite Superman and infinite DC characters kicking ass. There she is again, Harbinger, that confused me at the end of Warworld. And now she's here ruining my boy Barry Allen's wedding? I mean, come on, could you arrive at a worse time? When Harbinger Binger gathers all the heroes from different Earths together, we get some gem moments. Like Wonder Woman straight up making out with an older Superman. Like, okay, girl. And right in front of the other Superman. You don't think my boy got a little jealous? After all they went through on Warworld, you don't think Superman deserved a little smooch? A little kiss on the cheek? You know what I'm saying?
On my Earth, you took me in after my parents' murder. Trained me. I became your partner.
That seems terribly irresponsible.
You think so? You think it's incredibly irresponsible? You think so? Then we see Harbinger turn into Kara? Like, what? So confusing. Like, did I miss anything here? It's fine if it was explained in the comics, but the audience here does not know what the is going on, Playboy. This lady just keeps confusing the out of me. I haven't read the Crisis on Infinite Earths comic, but I did skim over the synopsis. And there's way more action, characters, and convoluted plot lines going on that I'm interested in checking out. But I know it would have been difficult to adapt this comic book in an hour-and-a-half movie. There's going to be a part 2, so we'll see how crazy and chaotic that movie is going to be. This one seems to focus more on Barry Allen, which is fine, and helps the audience focus on one single character's story. Actually, I'm not even sure. If you've read the Infinite Earths comic, comment below if Barry is as important to the story as this movie portrays him to be. It'd be nice to know. I guess I have to read the comic, right? Also, Spectre. I know we're going to see more of that bad boy, but my boy from Kingdom Come has arrived, son. This movie was pretty emotional, especially with Old Man Flash. It was a little heart-wrenching to see our favorite hero grow old and weak, unable to be the fastest man alive that he once was. And we finally get an explanation over his cameo in Warworld. My mans wanted to go back to the beginning, fix everything, but saw Bruce from another world instead. The old man we saw throughout the movie is obviously John Constantine, or at least I think so. There's a line in the movie where he says he wants to repent for his past mistakes or his past actions, and I think he's referring to the end of Justice League Dark Apocalypse where he leaves Zatanna to die. But I don't know, this is just speculation. It would be cool if they kind of connect Tomorrowverse with DCAMU. The ending was a total cop-out though. A lazy excuse of an ending that completely copied Marvel. I mean, having heroes disappear like the ending of Infinity War was a real cop-out. Does that even happen in the comics? Somebody tell me it does. Tell me in the comments because, what the is that?
What the is that?
If you enjoyed this video, consider liking and subscribing. I'll be posting more videos like this one. Before I go, this is just a reminder to try to have a positive attitude. Don't take life too seriously. My name is Superman, and
pull up in that mask where you just want some fanfare. These
Stays humble, come rare. Flashy looks, people stare. You're so lost like tears in rain. Run your mouth, you're still in chains. Useless, you should be ashamed. Crying like a kid in pain.